Hello and welcome to Season 2 of Initiative Coffee Company presents The Bards Tale, featuring Bards.
Yay!
We just finished our winter convention season.
Oh, what a season
and it was long and arduous, and we lived through the perils of social contact with human people.
I died of dysentery.
You did, and then you came back. We most recently went to GaryCon, and at GaryCon we ran some tables and featured our new sample bags of Improved Initiative coffee, which is our proprietary blend made by Anathema coffee roasters in Milwaukee. In addition, we were breaking things, and we bought LaTia a T-shirt because she likes T-shirts.
Oh, nice.
Happy birthday.
Oh, look at this.
Oh,
Look at
it's
that.
almost
It says-
as if someone wrote on that shirt.
It is. It says Lolth is my co-pilot.
Wolf is your co-pilot.
This means I have to make a drow character now.
Maybe.
Look at
the shoulders.
top of your shirt.
Holy shit. Oh my god.
Family show.
I mean,
Is
holy
it though?
poop.
We'll put a Pikachu sound
Yeah.
on there.
Oh man.
Got some
That's
autographs?
nice. Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you.
Rudy Rittenberg and Satine Phoenix and Maze Arcana were kind enough
Yeah.
to sign your T-shirt for
I'm
you.
sorry, I should have said that with my mouth, but I was too excited.
We had the pleasure of playtesting a new system by Rudy Rittenberg. He will get it out when he gets it out, and we are excited to see it when it happens. It's way better than it has any right to be. I'm sure that you'll understand when you see it.
So true.
Moving on. In addition, we had LionCon. LionCon was the first LionCon. It was put on by Lyons Township High School in the Chicago suburbs.
How many times have you said line?
It was a smashing success. It is particularly interesting because we use their studio space to record, and they're great. So check it out. LTTV is putting on a really good program with Bill Allan, who plays Ray here, called DnD with high school students. It is way more exciting than it has any right to be. It's a lot of people who've never played before, so it's interesting to see a first-timer's perspective. He has not asked me to bring this up, but I think it's probably a good idea. If you watch it and enjoy it, there is also a way that you can help fund the high school program. He has videos on his channel at Bill Allan World on YouTube. So check out YouTube. On the YubTub. YouTube. Somebody kept tubing to use.
Have you heard the word?
Is there anything I missed?
I missed all of you.
I did miss all of you.
I missed most of you. Some of you I didn't have a chance to
Three
miss.
out of 5 people.
And
that
some of
Brian
you,
tolerates at this table.
Some of you I didn't have a chance to miss, and some of you are Tyler. That being said, we will dive into Season 2 of The Bards Tale. Hold for... No, we're not.
What are we,
there's-
ghosts?
There's no cutaway. No cutaway. Okay.
No ambience.
After 2 months of fitting into their new environments during the monsoon season of Commonwealth and the Glass Shores, our heroes find themselves in the midst of new routines. While Iona spends most days poring over information in the college's library, Nadir spends a good deal of his putting quarrel after quarrel from his crossbow into targets in the courtyard. Michael spends most of his days away from the college, taking his lessons and wandering off to the Cold Forge until late in the evening. The story finds our heroes on a stormy day deep in the wet season of the Glass Shores. 6 days of slogging rain have pelted down upon the city. Pardon me, limiting the trade and productivity. Ready, go.
I don't know why anybody's productivity should be affected by a little cold, wet rain.
Says
mean,
the cold,
I
wet Triton.
can't-
It's mostly the mud.
I can't shoot stuff if it's raining.
You can shoot raindrops.
I'm
What
not
are-
that good.
What are
Get
you
good.
going to do in a situation where you need to shoot in the rain? This is the perfect opportunity.
Oh no, I'm just saying I don't want to if I don't have to. I'm not gonna go outside and get all wet just to shoot stuff. I can just shoot stuff in my bedroom.
Is that what those
Entirely
studs on the
wrong.
walls are?
Maybe.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Family show. Segment
As-
cuts of just Brian's faces for like our next video. Just expressive Brian.
Oh, I'm gonna get memed. That's real bad.
Oh no, I memed.
Oh no, I memed.
Yep, that's going on a shirt.
You made me meme.
You made me meme again. You guys are sitting in kind of the common area of the Bards College. It's peculiar. There hasn't been a lot of post because typically there's not a lot of things. Like, first of all, if people know you, they know where to find you and they just go bother you. However, 3 pieces of post arrive.
Ooh.
Oh dear.
Mail.
Mail day.
Who's going to?
Oh,
And surprisingly, they arrive all on the same day, which is peculiar.
Huh.
But
this one's for me.
This one's for Ray.
Here you go, Ray.
I should let you know that Ray is currently away on an exploration expedition, searching for culinary ingredients in the nearby uncivilized islands,
Is he looking for spice in life?
Does yours,
amongst other things.
does yours say associates?
No,
Is yours?
it doesn't.
Mine does. Whew.
Is that us?
Oh, this a wax seal.
It says Iona Moore and Associates, residents of the Bards College. What does yours say?
Mine says that it's addressed to me, care of the Bards College. Ooh.
Save that wax
Ah,
for something.
friends, I hope you are settling into our fair city. With luck, your tenure here is far more boring than the trials to get here. It's nice. Speaking of your trials, I have a job that needs doing, and yours saddle you with a reputation. I thought I'd give you first crack at some beasts marauding one of our colonies, Batten. One of our outer colonies, Batten. Excuse me. It may give you a chance to see the region, bolster support from the civilian and blade populations, and earn you a sizable purse. Captain V. Ornath.
Captain Bornath.
And now you.
It's personal.
Is it?
It is.
Well, his didn't say an associate, so
No.
I assume.
Real quick, yeah, it's illegal to read other people's mail.
I don't know if such postal fraud laws exist in Commonwealth,
Yeah.
but it's definitely crappy. It's
You just shouldn't do it.
You shouldn't
It's
do it.
not
It's rude.
the best.
It's okay. It's okay. You're from
Do you get
water.
mail in the sea?
Yeah.
carrier octopus.
Some
Carved into clamshells?
Interesting.
Yeah, the smart ones.
We'll have to discuss
They're all
that
pretty
at
smart.
length later. That is an intriguing topic.
we could discuss that at length now if you want.
I'm good. So
I really
real
don't
quick.
want to.
I'm actually pressingly curious about it. How does
Yeah.
paper work underwater?
It's vellum and magic ink.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's very nice. So who delivers
Something
them?
carrier octopuses.
Is it really octopi?
They're very smart.
Octopodes?
Haven't you ever seen them get out of jars?
No.
Google that shit.
What's Google?
What? Yeah.
Is that a book in the library? Should I ask Dagmir about that?
Do ask
Dagmir is
Dagmir about
just-
Google.
he's just
Okay.
on Google.
Okay, I'll ask Dagmir about that.
You should
Dagmir, do you have
Dagmir
any
that.
videos of octopus getting out of jars?
Can we call it Dag? You should Dag that.
Oh my God.
Are you,
Anywho.
are
No,
you
I
asking
agree.
Dagmir for videos of
No.
octopi getting out of jars?
No, I'm not.
It's one of those.
AskDag.com.
Not was it a daguerre? Is it a daguerreau-type? The ones that like
I think
you
so.
spin around, you put a light inside
And you
on
can
like a
see the-
shade.
I think so.
Yeah.
He shows you that. Of an octopus getting out of a jar.
I imagine that it's got old-timey piano
It's
music
just
playing
it's
behind
just
it.
a major image spell. That's all it is.
It's a what?
Just a major image spell. That's all it
I
is.
mean,
Anywho, moving on.
Can I assume that when he says cousin, he's referring to?
You can assume what you want.
I can't. I've never used the phrase with him before. So
That's true.
So why would he assume that I know what that means?
You're a smart guy. You
He
figured
has
it out.
faith in your decision-making abilities.
Fine.
A marauding beast.
Can someone get me Ray's letter? I want to read it.
No.
You're welcome to if you want.
That wouldn't be right.
It fits his character.
We'll just leave it in his personal quarters.
yeah, that's where I
Over
put it.
there.
Sounds like a perfect chance for us to test our new training.
I have a free evening.
I mean, I guess.
You know enough about the area to know that it would not take an evening. Like to go to an outer colony, you're probably looking at a week.
Ooh.
I'll
Road
have
trip?
to alert my mentor, but I'm sure that going off into what I presume would be the forests around here couldn't be a terrible waste of our time.
What time is it now?
It's midday.
Midday. Shall we?
The food is
away to that now?
surprisingly bad today because Ray is gone.
Dang it.
Ah.
Well, then
mostly
we
cold
might
cuts.
as well leave.
Can't win with cold cuts.
I'll get packed right away.
Okay.
Sure.
How far is this?
You don't know because she hasn't met with him yet.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah,
Where
I
is
bet
it
you
saying
have
to
go
meet?
The guy.
Well, he's a captain, I assume.
It doesn't, but yeah, I
The docks,
assume,
maybe?
Yeah.
You've already met him, Iona. He's the captain of the Emerald Blades.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that guy.
yeah.
Captain B.
I
Or
thought the
now.
captain's name was Edward.
Our captain.
What? No. he's like the general of the Emerald. Like he's
Oh,
like in charge of the organization on the island.
Okay.
Islands.
Yes, I
Well,
can
now I'm
go, we can all get ready. We can go down there together.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
load up Sebastian.
Yeah.
Is
So you're gonna go
Sebastian
get
I was
Sebastian
gonna say, is he in the
and bring
common
him
room
back.
with us right now?
He doesn't live in the Bards College.
He lives like there are general stables at the dock.
Yeah, but I wouldn't put it past Skylark to bring Sebastian into the common room every
Like,
so
get
often.
Smuggle him into his bedroom at
Sneak
some
him
point.
in. It's like he's
We
snuggled.
find just like a bed in the common area because he sleeps on the horse.
There are very few livestock allowed outside of the docks, and the ones that are only allowed because they are burden animals for merchants, crafters, artisans, those types of things.
Gypsies, tramps, and thieves.
And Bards.
I would never say gypsies. It's insensitive.
That's true.
It's a share joke. I know it's 2018.
The year of our Lord.
Year of the Dragon, 2164.
I'm gonna
I
go
don't know what that
pack.
means.
Was that your like old Yahoo name or something? That came out a little too readily.
I'm gonna go pack.
That is a good Yahoo name, though.
Year of the Dragon, 2264.
Yeah.
Your Zanga name in
GOC's
2009.
I
Oh,
wish
dear.
that was my Zynga name.
Oh, mine was so bad.
Missed an opportunity there.
Are you going to do anything with your letter or no?
Mine is good until the evening time, so I will help with this until
The evening
late
time.
afternoon.
Okay. Yeah, I say we get everything together and pack up some of these crappy rations and bring it with us.
Okay.
I was born ready. I'm already ready.
He doesn't
Just
get,
rips
he,
off his shirt.
he doesn't get ready. He
backpack
stays ready. Okay. So you guys are going to head down to the Emerald Blades office then
Yeah.
and talk to Captain Ornath.
Captain B. Ornath.
Hortense.
I just smashed my knee against the
Ow.
table.
I'm
so
so sorry.
Good. Oh. I'm fine.
So
What?
all 5 of you are going then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you guys head down to the docks. It is soggy. It is rough. But you head down to the docks. You head to the Emerald Blades office where Alana greets you, the halfling Alana, and as you walk in, she waves.
Hey, how you been?
She's ignoring you. She's only waving at Iona.
Hello, Alana.
Oh, hi. Please, it's. We have to keep a modicum of professionalism here. I hate to be pedantic, but while we're here, it should be Miss Strongbones.
Very well. Hello, Miss Strongbones. We are here to see Captain
Did I hear that
Ornath.
correctly? Her last name is Strongbones?
Yeah.
Cool.
Alana Strongbones.
Stout halfling.
It's a good halfling name.
I love it. It makes me happy.
It's a strapping halfling name.
It's good.
Captain Ornath, I'll let him know you're here.
Thank you very much,
gonna-
Miss Strongbones.
Yes, Miss Moore. She wanders to a back room, and you hear you hear that they are speaking. You can't make it out through the door, but Ornath comes out and kind of waves you back.
Just her or
Suggesting.
all of us?
All of you.
Okay, cool.
Come on,
You were
Sebastian.
the and associates of and associates.
Right. I just wasn't sure. I mean, Alana.
She's got a lot of clout
Strongbones
with all these people.
Is like ignoring us. I just need to.
I am
know.
going to behave as if I am an and associates and not a name on the letter that was addressed to me brought there, and wait for Iona to speak.
Iona is kind of a big deal.
I'm
People
waiting for
know
the
her.
spin-off. It's just Strongbones and more, like Private Eyes.
I like it.
I'd watch the hell out of that.
All right.
I'm writing that
I'm
down.
ready for that.
You guys head back.
Okay. I received your letter, as it may seem very clear that that's why we're here. We'd like to know more.
Sure. We've gotten word that the town of Batten is being attacked by some sort of bipedal canine beasts. They have not been encountered before. They seem indigenous to this continent, but Batten is the main supply of lumber and pork for the colonies. Should Batten fall, and it's not very clear that it will fall, but the more they are molested by these beasts, the more hesitation they have, and the more difficult it is for them to get us lumber as well as pork.
I wrinkle my nose a little bit.
I was gonna say, I'm like, ooh. Yes, lumber. The lumber industry is very important to development, and also, it seems as if perhaps these beasts might also be attacking the pork. And therefore, we should also help them, and maybe something else could happen that would be more favorable to your
you.
interests
Hate it when
We'll
beasts
talk
attack
about
my
it.
pork.
later.
Not my pigs, my pork.
Where exactly is Batten? How long will it take to get there? And can you provide us transportation?
The answers to those questions are south of here 2 days, and yes.
Wonderful.
Yeah. It's on a fairly large island. The south chain has 3 islands. It is on the largest of the 3. It is also closest to unknown wilderness because it's on the largest island. The smaller islands are largely fully settled versus the island that Batten sits on, which is less so.
As would explain the large canine type beasts. Is there anything you have that may assist us, a crew, or I don't know, some sort of sparkly object that's really good at defeating large bipedal canine type beasts?
It's a very specific
small?
Bipedal dogs.
What?
I tap on your shoulder and he said small bipedal dogs, not large.
Oh.
I heard large.
Did you?
I didn't hear a size, actually.
I didn't say a size, but they're human-sized.
Bigger than a
That's
dog.
large.
That's a big dog.
You'll find out their size on the Bards Tale.
Next week on the Bards Tale.
It's
Are we only
How
doing
many,
8
how many people do you think are rewinding right now to find out if it said small or large?
Fewer than we think.
Comment down below if you got it right.
Stop fast forwarding, you went too far.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
No!
no.
Leave the table.
We just lost 8 subscribers.
So, island, boat?
Crew, sparkly things.
We can provide you with a boat
Boat.
and some people to steer them. I don't know what you mean by sparkly things.
Yeah. What are you expecting by sparkly things?
I don't know, some sort of ancient sword. It's good to ask.
I mean,
I
if-
always ask
These are
for
available
ancient
in
For the
Plethora
first
when
time
you
in this
run.
entire campaign, I'm genuinely curious if Iona is drunk.
Where's your armory of
Hey,
ancient
you guys
swords?
just
Right.
don't have ancient swords?
Oh, now that you mention it, I do know.
You do not have an armory of ancient swords?
in terms of sparkly things, we can, if you're successful, we can provide you with 800 gold. That is the bounty we have currently.
Where Iona came from, you couldn't spin a dolphin without hitting an ancient sword. Apparently.
Spin a dolphin.
Oh,
Amazing.
good.
You know what? You're right. You couldn't spin a dolphin without hitting an ancient sword
Oh,
because
She's
dolphins will molest you.
it's true.
It's true, they will.
They're not great. Iona writes down to work on her delivery of sarcasm in the future. Very good. We're ready, I believe. If you're ready, we're bringing
How
up-
will you know that we've taken care of these beasts?
We come back.
Well, you'll come back, and people from Colton Haywood will let me know that you have taken care of these beasts.
Oh, wonderful.
Colton Haywood is the mayor of Baton.
I was really hoping we could just get a racket going where we disappear for 2 days, come back and say it's done, and then, God, the bipedal canine infestation's back.
Oh
Send
no,
them back out.
everyone's dead. Shoot.
Oh, shucks.
Shucky darn.
Shucky darn.
He says, I expect that this will take 6 days or so to go and manage and then come back.
But you won't think us a lost cause if it takes longer.
I will be concerned. First of all, I'm giving you first crack. That doesn't mean I'm not opening the bounty up to others.
Right, that's fair.
So I will be concerned after 10 days,
Okay.
but someone else might show up to take care of the matter sooner than that. You're the first I'm telling.
Oh, that's nice of you. Thank you.
I very much appreciate that.
What?
She said she very much appreciates that. I think we need to take Iona to get her some water.
Lady Moore, it's been a pleasure. Perhaps your friends are correct.
Fine, let's go.
When are we expected to depart? Sorry for talking out of turn.
It hasn't been scheduled. You are welcome to depart whenever you'd like.
Oh, what's
Okay.
the boat that you're giving us? The name of it?
It is a pair of small boats.
Okay.
They are smaller than named boats.
Okay.
So, within the island chain, you can usually get by in essentially like like enlarged rowboats.
Cool.
It's not particularly choppy because it's all insulated by the rest of the islands. So
All right.
within this island area, the larger expeditions that go to the north sometimes take single-masted sail ships.
They get bigger boats.
And then if you go like around the continent,
Then you get
out to the
biggest
open
boats.
sea, you'll get like a galley or larger. But
Cool.
Very good.
Okay.
As I said, I believe we're all ready. We're bringing a pony.
Actually, we have a pair of.
So
Not
two
just
boats
any
then.
pony, the
He's
best
good on
pony in the world.
boats.
So 2 boats then. Okay.
I have one
not a
thing I
big
need to take
pony.
care of before we leave town. Would you guys mind waiting while I handle some business?
Speaking of business, you've been doing downtime for the last 2 months. So assuming you are not Matthias or Michael or
Whatever your name
Galileo
is this week.
or George,
Whatever your name is this week.
you have 60 gold.
Hooray.
Oh.
Spent it.
Shucks.
Right about that. Yeah.
Lotus,
Uh-huh.
would you mind coming with me? I have this thing is a 2-person job. I don't want to bother everybody with it, but if you don't mind coming with me to the Cold Forge.
Me?
Yes.
To the
Oh,
Cold Forge?
that isn't the kind of business I thought you meant. You won't need her help for that.
Not so much in the Cold Forge, buddy. It's kind of
Sure.
out
We'll
in the
see
open.
you
It smells
soon.
like grains.
This is unexpected. Yeah,
Happy
God, I'm looking
the
forward to the
Lord
smell of grains. Please stop.
Should we leave the room
Well, no, we're leaving
to
the room.
preserve secrets? Yeah, but you
Sure.
guys have to be on the actual camera.
Sure.
If we get a mic situation worked out that doesn't involve you all unclipping mics, we can worry about people leaving rooms in the future.
Yeah, just cover
But
your
for
ears.
now, I don't pretend you don't hear
Right,
it.
pretend you don't know anything.
I can feel Carafa
let's all just go do
nodding.
this.
In the don't take them off.
Dave's just like, no, don't. Just sit. We'll get it worked out.
Ryan, I already took mine off.
He's kidding. We're fine.
This is sudden and
Thanks, Dave.
unexpected.
We love you.
Yeah.
So once we're out of earshot, then I'll start, expanding upon
Okay.
that. Our
So
buddy
the
needs
3
help.
of you, they wait for the early evening, and then go toward the Cold Forge in the evening. What are you 3 doing?
We're at the docks, right?
You're at the docks in like early to mid-afternoon, but you have about 2 to 3 hours before they head to the Cold Forge.
I'm chatting with Alana and the captain,
Okay.
catching up, but also making subtle hints at the way that I would prefer the boat was set up.
What types? Well, how? First of all, how would you like the boat set up?
Very neatly. Everything obviously has a place, and that's where it should be. Perhaps we need more rope than they had put on the boat. Rope is good.
Go faster strikes
I-
if they can manage.
Wouldn't like for them to jangle my bag around so much. Just pick it up and set it nicely in the boat. But
Everything in
also,
her bag
they're
has a
doing a
place, too.
wonderful
Oy vey.
job, and I'm very excited
Just
to
the way
be
you
on
said,
this expedition with them.
Jaggle my bag around.
Listen,
Can you roll?
I'm from Minnesota.
I know.
Can
Caught me
you
off guard.
roll? Jeez, I guess a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Oh, snap.
Oh,
This is a pretty demanding persuasion check.
Hey.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
my disadvantage persuasion is 27.
Jesus. What's the other one?
29.
Well done.
Jeez.
Delicious.
Captain Ornath looks at you and he says, of course, Lady Moore. I would be happy to tend to that matter directly. I'll take care of the matter myself.
You're a good
I understand a person of your status requires first-hand attention. So,
The safety of all is the responsibility of all.
in this case, the safety of you is the responsibility of me. So, sure. What are the 2 of you doing?
I am going to the Cold
Not
Forge.
you, the 2
Oh,
of-
the 2 of them. I am still.
Ah,
The 2 of
Nadir,
yous.
let me buy you an ale. I know a tavern by the docks that They sing the most colorful songs. you have to hear.
I know a better bar.
Oh no.
Do you really want to go to this bar? Is it
Well,
a specific
I'd
bar?
rather go to a better one.
I mean, it's not a better bar. It's better in the sense that that's where I was going to go anyway. So you can come if you want.
It's better in the sense that they don't sing there.
Truth. So we can go there instead. So I guess Skylark and I are going to go to the tavern that has those gnomes.
Sure. Yeah, the same tavern that
Oh,
you
is
came
it
in
the
on
same?
the first day. Well, are you going to the tavern, the first tavern that you guys came in and met with the Dragonborn in, or which tavern are you talking about, or the one that all the 14-year-olds
How many
took you
taverns
to?
are there?
The one where they sing the song about Nantucket.
Listen,
So
I
that's
already
the
know that one,
14-year-olds.
so we're not going to go to that one.
So you go to the tavern you met the Dragonborn in.
Cool. So you get the drinks. I got to go talk to some guys real quick. I'll be right back.
Gotcha.
I just want to ask those gnomes if they've got any other books or things I should be reading.
They've got the stuff.
Well, you want I should give you all the books?
I mean, I'd be happy to pay for the. I'd be happy to pay for putting you out so badly. Let me tell you.
Is this the voice Nadir is doing?
No.
Well, you got access to the greatest library in all of Glass Shores, and you're asking us for books?
Oh no. I just got to know what the books are called because I got access to the library.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know. You might want to look up
Forest knows.
artificing and some other related topics to artificing, as well as
and other topics such like as that.
the mystic arts of what's that?
What?
The mystic arts of Fulgurite.
Thanks, man. Okay, you want me to get you a drink?
I would think that amount of knowledge would deserve one.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, no problem. I'll go get you a drink. I'll be right back. So I go to where he is at the bar. There's two of them, right? I need two of the finest whiskeys you have.
Sure.
Whatever the top shelf stuff is.
That'll be 30 gold.
Done.
Okay.
There you go.
Here are two of the finest
Wow.
whiskeys we have.
I walk back. I put them down. I give him my thanks. I'm going to be over here with one of my guys. You guys just keep doing what you're doing, all right?
We were planning on it anyway.
Stay gold, pony boy. I don't know.
I hate you so
You have to explain to the people why this is relevant.
So in Initiative Coffee Co., anything that happens in the Anathema setting happens in canon in the same setting at the same time. And it has been established that gnomes speak like Brooklynites.
Forest gnomes.
Forest gnomes, apparently, speak like Brooklynites. So that's a fun thing.
Not that I'm around for any of this, but how has 60 days of downtime not gotten him a boot party from a group of gnomes for mocking their accent? How have they not been like, you being funny?
Oh, no, they love it.
Money.
Because-
Money, Chris.
because-
That's
Yeah.
how it
Because
works.
I buy them really good drinks every time I come.
Fair.
But what that means is if you see us running a game at a convention near you, or a convention near us, because that's the only ones who run it, and you participate in one of our games, it can have a direct impact on, apparently, this game. So keep an eye out.
Sign up today.
There's no sign-ups right now.
Yeah. So yeah, I go back to
Sign
Skylark
up tomorrow.
There's no
and
sign-ups
and I
tomorrow.
have a drink. And
All
we,
right.
and we talk.
Who's your friend over there?
Well,
Friends.
there's some gnomes that are helping me with some of my studies. They're good guys.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
It's a good movie.
Skylark, at that point, you notice a couple of teenagers you recognize come in, and they come and hang out with you.
Hey, sit down.
They do so.
Do you want a drink?
Yeah. Sounds great.
2 sody pops, please.
This guy was waiting for that. Like, what does he do?
Who are they?
these are my friends from the docks.
What are their names, Joe?
Well, that's Georgie, and that's Frank.
Georgie and Frank.
Georgie and Frank.
What race are Georgie and Frank, Joe?
Georgie is a dwarf, and
Okay.
Frank is human.
Okay.
Why not?
Sure. Georgie and Frank, the dwarf and human.
Well, which one's which? How am I
Georgie's the dwarf and Frank's the human.
gonna- Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah,
Neat. And how do you know these strapping young lads?
Well, you know, we play tag, hide and seek. You know, we pickpocket a little bit.
Oh.
Well,
Well then.
I'm not here.
I got nothing. I'll be honest with you. I got nothing. Nothing that wouldn't just be
Hey,
totally
you think
inappropriate.
We should start a game of knucklebones right here. Do you think they'll let that fly?
This is a docks. They let anything fly.
All right, let's get them out.
There's 14-year-olds drinking whiskey here. Nobody cares.
All right. You want in,
Massive
Nadir?
I'll watch. I'm good.
All right.
You guys have fun.
They start pulling out rat tails, laying them out on the table.
Again, animal tails or hair?
Several of the tails of rats.
Oh, okay.
And laying them on the table.
All
They
right.
start hucking dice. Roll a d6.
All right.
You know, they'd be doing a public service if they were going around collecting rat tails off of real humans.
3. They win the pot and take all the rat tails back, and then put 2 more on the table and wait, assumingly, for you to add to the pile of rat tails on the table.
I call your rat tails and raise you a copper coin.
Whoa. Big spender.
Roll another d6.
All right, come on. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes.
You win. They look at you disappointed and dejected.
Oh, it's fine. You don't have to pay.
No,
Just for fun.
we should pay. We had a deal. And they pull out their purse and like empty it out, and there's some like lint and like a moth and a single
dead
copper
moth.
piece, and they like slide it all over to you.
Better luck next time.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
They take out a bucket filled with rat tails.
Wow. That was exciting.
That's the thing they do.
I've
Love
learned
it.
Nadir is literally just,
drinking.
and I just need more whiskey. That's the way that I'm going to handle what I just watched.
Nice whiskey.
Not regular whiskey. The nice whiskeys for the gnomes.
Well, whiskey comes out when weird shit starts happening.
Yeah, basically, because you can buy a lot of it.
Fair enough.
Oh, boy.
Is there anything else you guys are gonna do at this inn on the docks? Otherwise,
Keep drinking until Iona comes to collect us.
okay. Iona, you're just spending
I'm just drinking
4
to forget
hours
at this
chatting
point.
with Alana and Captain Ornast.
Georgie and
Something
Frank,
better
my
I should be
pals.
doing?
No. Do what you
And
want.
how did you come to
Yeah,
meet
that's
these
what I do.
two?
It's
Just hanging out?
Well, you know, you just walk the street and you say hi to everyone you meet and smile, and you'll make friends. You can make friends too, Nadir. I believe in you.
Most people don't do that, but okay. Anyway,
okay. The sun starts to set in the sky.
you mean the fire moon?
Yeah.
It's the fire moon starts to set in the sky.
Hey, that's what we called it, and you were just
regular moon.
all about
That's fine.
the canon.
Yeah.
So
Fire moon.
Before we go, while I'm chatting with the captain, because I haven't asked you yet, I am told that there are rumors that there are druids living in the forest. Do you believe this to be true?
do you believe in druids?
I don't know much about. I don't give much stock into forest folk. They don't make themselves apparent to us, and there's probably a reason for that. So, I've heard rumors, but I'm not sure where they come from.
in these rumors, if one wanted to seek out someone who lived in the forest, do you have any suggestions on how to alert them that you are friend rather than foe?
I wouldn't have any idea, to be honest, Lady Moore. Like I said, I don't put much stock into it, and because of that, I don't really listen for the secret passage words or what have you.
Very good. Well, I believe we're all ready to go.
You're alone in an office with two other people.
I feel like
It's
she's
literally
like, well,
you,
we're ready
Captain
to go,
Ornast,
and she turned around and no
and
one was there.
I forgot
Alana.
we were doing a thing, and I was trying to advance.
The plot.
Excuse me.
Ah,
How dare.
you must gather your party before venturing forth.
Well, let's go.
You by yourself. Goodbye.
I just imagine like they're like kicking off the boat and everybody's like running down the dock like, wait. That's not true. They'd be like, yeah. We'll just stay here. Yeah, okay, yeah, done.
Okay. Sun is setting.
Cool. So I head to the Cold Forge with Lotus in tow.
Sure. So there are a couple of taverns in the Cold Forge, and there's a bit of a ruckus coming out of them. But you know you're headed to the tanning district. So there aren't a lot of taverns near the tanning district because it smells like brains. So the first thing you recognize when you get to the tanning district is the earthy, foul smell of brains. The next thing you notice is the sound of a bucket with like a macaroni and cheese sound going on. As a as the tiefling you know as Drokar is stirring up brains.
Yeah. I will approach kind of with a cloth in front of my face so as not to throw up all over his work. Good evening, Drokar.
The two newcomers. You got my letter, I assume.
Yeah.
I did indeed.
Perfect.
To
I wasn't sure how to address it. There's a lot of craftsmen that are referring to you as Mr. Humpkins as of late. I don't know if you'd prefer Humpkins or Rochechet,
Worked out perfectly.
but I
Drokar.
didn't
Worry
want
not.
to blow any cover you might be attempting with your Galileo pseudonym.
I appreciate
What's a
it,
new
Drokar.
one?
I have the task ready for you.
Thank you. What is it
We,
that you need of me? I also brought Lotus. I assume that's who you meant.
It is,
Okay.
yeah. I had
Hi,
the
again.
pleasure of meeting Lotus not 3 days ago.
Yeah, I saw you leaving.
Right.
I didn't
Was
see
that
him
you?
3 days ago. I
No,
don't,
no. I saw as I was on my way to you. I saw him going somewhere from here, I suppose. But I
Oh,
saw
I-
him leaving.
Okay. Where was I? Oh, right.
Task.
The
You-
task.
You told me about. Actually.
We have. There's a town in the southern colonies that is not mapped, is not named, but requires supplies.
Okay.
I have gone through the liberty of collecting the supplies, but I am afraid I can't take the materials myself, and I need someone to take them. And being that you owe me a favor, I assumed that we could just call it even.
Worry not. If I may ask a few questions,
Sure.
what are we transporting, and when does it need to be there?
General goods mostly, farm equipment, a bit of food. They supply a lot of their own food, but some of the things have to be shipped in. Fertilizers, tools, a few weapons to fend off whatever may wild beasts and those types of things, but mostly trade goods and general supplies, some clothes.
How is this being transported?
I have already loaded a barge to take it down
Okay. And when does it need to be there?
as soon as possible. The folks of this town, it's tricky. It's the rain season, and so they go through supplies faster than general. And these frequent barge trips are really the only thing that keep them afloat, as it were. They will unload the barge when it gets there, and they will restock it with some metal goods as well as some foodstuffs to sell to Commonwealth.
How far away are the southern colonies by barge, I guess?
Probably 2 days to the south.
Lotus, do you remember where Iona's task was going to take us?
2 days southwest, I think.
Southwest?
Southeast.
Southeast. I knew
Okay.
it was one of them.
So en route.
En route.
Okay. Okay, Drakkar. I will see that this gets done.
Excellent.
Is there anything else that you need? Anything I need to return with?
They will supply the barge with goods for market.
Okay.
And we'll deal with accreditation for that internally. But you'll have to petition the council to get the map to the town. They're the only ones that have a clear map of the area, specifically the area including this town.
Will they know what I mean by southern colonies, since it's an unnamed area?
Well, it's the only town that's unnamed. You should ask for the town that's not mapped, and they will know what you're talking about.
Certainly. Cool. Has he gotten me? I know he tossed me the armor, but has he gotten me the gloves that I asked
Yes.
for?
The gloves you've gotten them in Downtime.
Cool. Okay, in that case, I will. Was there a specific reason you wanted Lotus here?
She also owes me a favor.
So we're both just to take care of this then? Fair enough.
Take as many as you feel necessary.
Cool.
Discretion is the better part of valor in this matter.
Understood.
There's a reason that this town is not mapped, and we would like to
unnamed.
keep it so.
Right on. Drakkar, as always, a pleasure.
A pleasure to see you as well.
And I take Lotus and I grab whatever missive he's given me for
Sure.
this, and I head off to presumably the docks because we're
That's
loading
where
the
everyone
barge.
else is.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's
Shouldn't
fine.
we go to the council first?
I'm going to ask Iona to handle that.
Good idea. That was also the idea that I had.
And last I
Alright.
saw her, she was at the docks, or is she?
No,
That
that's
is
where we
the
left
last
her.
you saw her.
That's where we left her.
Right. Cool.
That's where we all left her.
As you head back to the docks, you notice that, oddly enough, well after dark, the light is still on in the records office. And you hear chattering from inside.
Do I recognize Iona's voice from
You
out
do,
here? Okay.
yeah. There is also quite a bit of revelry going on in the tavern 3 doors down from the records office.
Rat tails for everyone.
I know I'm a little drunk and playing Rat Tail.
By the time you get there, we're all drunk and we're singing dirty limericks.
Roll a
and-
d12.
D12.
Oh boy.
Is that this one?
Mhm.
3.
You have won 3 rat tails.
Nice.
All right.
Skylark, roll a d20.
All right.
No.
You have not had a good night. You have lost 3 rat tails.
Yeah.
To
well,
Nadir.
I wasn't even trying to win.
Yeah,
That's true.
well, you should see how many rat tails I have at home.
So you just Yeah.
I'm kidding. I was trying.
I'm gonna head to the records office. Lotus, do you want to check on our friends to make sure they haven't
Died?
killed anyone
Sure.
or threatened to kill anyone?
Sure. I will go
and
to the
then
tavern.
remember Jirokar's words. This seems like we shouldn't involve them too much if we can help it.
Okay.
But I head over to the records office to see if we can get Lady Moore to help me out.
All right. I guess I'll go check in on these guys.
Sure.
Hey.
You enter the tavern, and you notice a couple of roll a perception check.
17.
17. You notice quite a few things.
Okay.
You notice a tavern that is fairly filled to begin with. You notice two gnomes being not standoff, guarded in a booth. You see Nadir and Skylark sitting at the bar, and you see a horde of 14-year-old children with them. There's probably 20 teenagers being ruckus and gleeful with Nadir and Skylark at this point.
Okay. They're all shorter than me?
Because somebody keeps buying. booze.
Yes, they're all shorter than you.
Wonderful. I push through them.
Hey. We're going on an
Okay.
adventure. This is something to mark.
You guys notice as Lotus barrels her way through children
Just
in
knocking
your
them over
direction.
left
Just like,
and right.
"Meh."
Lotus,
Hi.
come and join us. You're looking especially purple today.
Lotus, you notice the bar and everyone at the bar is just like buried in rat tails. There are rat tails everywhere. Like 300 rat. If you were like, I can count things fast, there would be like 300 rat tails all over the bar, and the people are like holding them excitedly.
Oh, this is just part of the game. We use these instead of money. It's a long story. There's a lot of rats to be killed.
I want 3 rat tails.
Wanted to know if
Hi.
you were murdering the rats or if you could get the tails off without killing them.
Well, see, there's a guy on the
there we
docks,
go.
and if you give him a rat tail, he'll pay you. So it's really like having coins.
Okay.
He really doesn't like rats.
Can I get a water?
That's what I said when I saw this.
The bartender pours you a water, and
Drink this.
Okay.
Let's go.
Is it time?
Yes. I have so many questions that I will ask you later.
It's better to just have a drink and go with it.
No, we can't have drinks because we have to go.
I didn't say right now.
Fair.
We got it. We gotta go.
Can you disperse the small things? Disperse them.
can the two of you roll d6s, please?
Oh,
5.
1.
Sure. So it will take 5 hours for you to sober up.
Jesus.
Oh no.
Skylark, only 1 for you.
We're going on a boat. I figured I'd just sleep the whole way there.
Figured I'd just puke my guts out.
Way, hey, roll and go.
Say that into the mic.
Disperse the small things.
It took him shorter to get sober because he's fabulous.
They'll go sleep somewhere when they're ready.
All right. I grab them both and go to the records
By the
office.
scruff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, how
best.
tall are you?
Like 6'2".
Let's go.
You guys are aware that on the docks there is a rat catcher, and he provides 1 copper piece per rat tail as a way to deal with like pest control, essentially.
Those kids are swimming in money then. Damn.
Well,
They
They're
would
swimming
be.
in copper. if they-
300
If they ever
copper is
traded the
still
damn
3
things
gold,
in.
but
Get them in. So much cooler to have a pocket full of rat tails.
I got it.
When
It's
you're
the
14.
Full of rat tails.
Oh god.
it's the promise of money.
And suddenly I'm sober and so hungover.
They've got like 3 gold in rat tails.
Amongst like 30 people,
That's pretty good.
it's not though.
No.
Still a
Try and
chunk
get
of silver for each person.
Yeah.
Try and get them to pull that all together. It's not going to happen.
Right.
So anyway.
To the
So
records
anyway.
office.
You guys are in the records office while happens.
Iona,
Yes.
I need to find out about. I need a map, and you know the records office better than I do, and how that goes about happening.
Yes.
Would you mind assisting me getting a map for an unnamed city in the southern colonies?
Alana,
Yes.
would you help Mr. Rochechet get a map, if you have it?
A map of what?
The city is unnamed.
There
it's
are
a-
no unnamed cities in the colonies.
Got it. Got it.
Uh,
This might be something we need to go to the council for.
Oh.
That's all I know.
They can't help you anymore. There's no unnamed cities in the colonies.
Fair enough. Thank you.
We could probably. Is the council is currently meeting?
They'll meet tomorrow morning.
Ugh. We have to wait.
We need it.
All right.
I walk in. It'll give these two some time to sober up.
I think you mean it'll give me time to
It's an
drink more.
arbitrary thing to say as you enter a building. You
I'll
don't know
ready
what's
the boat.
happening
I
inside.
was walking in.
Okay.
Context
They're
clues,
close enough
Brian.
nearby.
It's like, I'm walking in, and she's like, "They're meeting tomorrow. Good. It'll give them time
Okay.
to sober up."
Fair enough.
Nadir, help me hoist this poop deck.
I don't know what you're saying.
All right.
Okay. We have a situation.
Do you want?
Why do you have rat tails?
Are we not leaving tonight?
No.
Because you've been a bad
What?
person.
We.
Okay,
must-
Mom. You wanna go? You wanna go back?
No, I want to go.
Well, we're not. But we're not going tonight.
That's disappointing.
That's why. Do you wanna go back?
I guess.
All right, cool.
Just let them
I let them go.
Let them.
They head back to the Rat Tail Tavern,
Oh, you let them go back to the tavern?
which is what it is now referred to as,
Okay.
and that's canon.
And that's canon.
They head back to the Rat Tail Tavern. It leaves the three of you in the records office. Alana seems to be like packing up. She
wants to go home.
well, she's here later than normal, and as she like gathers her things, she says, "My father says if you want some beet stew, that you're more than welcome to come and have some beet stew."
How old is this halfling?
Like 14 or 15,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're
maybe
friends.
16. It's hard to tell.
You do the same voice when people are enamored with Iona. It's cute.
I have that.
She has that power on people,
tall and
over
blue.
people. It's true.
They all become like kindergartners. We could be friends.
She is a halfling, so as a 16-year-old halfling, she's about as tall as a kindergartner.
fine.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I will very likely take you up on that as soon as I finish up the business with my companions and make sure that the captain knows we are indeed not ready to set sail tonight.
Sure. She like starts tying her like the book she takes home with her, and like stands next to the door.
Oh, everyone get out.
I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
She locks up, and then she heads off to the coal forge.
Okay. So that's it? Council meeting in the morning?
Yep.
You guys want beet stew?
No.
All right.
Nope.
I'll go for some beets too.
It's pretty good.
Yes.
Also, you'll hear excellent war stories. Just saying.
Fine, I'll have beef.
Beet stew.
Not like beet stew.
No, I
but
get
like
it. Like
stew made
fruit.
with beets.
Yeah, sure, I got
Like
you.
root vegetables. Vegetables? Vegetables.
Yeah.
Vegetables.
Rather than like some
Legumes.
weird fruit. Like they're not like avocados that shouldn't be fruit because they're creamy and disgusting. They're like beets.
You just lost
All
half of
right.
viewership.
Yeah,
Fine.
there go the millennials,
You know-
Brian.
You know, that's the hill I want to put my flag on. Avocados are gross. Guacamole's disgusting.
It's
How much
okay.
should not reflect the viewership of Mr. Puffy or its affiliates.
All I'm saying is
They
smashed
reflect
up
my
avocado
views.
is no replacement for marmalade.
We're all gonna have to wear pro
marmalade.
avocado
That's
what
T-shirts
I'm
next
saying.
round.
Avocado.
You don't eat
Avocado.
avocado the same way you eat marmalade. I hope.
You clearly don't know of avocado toast. That's the joke he was making.
Have
That's-
you not had avocado toast?
That's
I
essentially.
mean, I haven't, but it's,
You put
I mean, I just
avocado
eat
on
Yeah,
toast
you-
like you would
Yeah, millennials
marmalade.
spread it on toast with some salt and pepper.
Not just millennials.
Well,
that
Stop
sounds-
targeting a generation of
Millennials,
people that are
vegetarians,
likely the ones
whatever.
watching this show, Tyler.
And
Hey, viewers.
the group that we are also a part of,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
not 40.
I feel like we're off track.
You're not wrong.
Anyway, you guys are going to head to eat some beet stew.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys are just
You're gonna
getting
drink
tanked at the
till they're
bar.
dead.
That's fine.
Oh.
I'm gonna drink and win rat tails.
I want to know how many rat tails these two end
Well,
up with at the end of the night.
We'll see.
Well, I'll
We
go back
will
into
be
the tavern.
stewed.
I'll go back into the tavern and I'll be like, Skylark,
Hey.
I know you're having
hey.
fun,
Yeah. Oh.
but we have an opportunity to go eat some beet stew and hear some cool war stories. I wanted to make sure you
Mike.
got.
You are my best friend ever.
Oh no.
And I love you.
Oh no.
I love you too,
Come here,
Skylark.
man. Come here.
All right.
Come here.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
air hugs.
what? Why are you even here? What?
What do you?
Huh?
What? What?
Why? We're leaving to get dinner, Skylark.
Oh. Oh, what's for dinner?
Beet stew
Oh.
and war.
What?
Yeah, I'm told we get some cool stories if we go eat beet stew. I just wanted to bring this to your attention because it seems like it'd be right up your alley.
I love beet stew.
So you want to come?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go,
Just-
buddy.
Hey, hang on a second. Ugh. I can do this.
And just sober.
Both dead.
Nadir,
What up?
beet stew, war stories. Yay, nay.
Dude, say yes. Say yes.
One more time.
Dinner,
Is good.
stories, together.
Beets.
Yes?
Yeah.
It sounds like a yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and, like, arm under the shoulder.
I'm not that drunk. I'm just indecisive.
I couldn't tell.
I'm not stumble drunk. I don't give a shit drunk.
As you guys are pulled away, you quickly grab the rat tails you've earned.
Nice.
Skylark, you have earned 13 rat tails.
Nice.
I'm marking them on my character
back.
sheet.
Tyler, you have earned 3 rat tails.
On top of my other 3?
Yep.
Nice. I got a 6 copper.
You have 6 rat tails.
That are
And I wanna
exchangeable
make
for a copper.
If you know a guy.
I imagine that you show up, like you find out who that guy is, and you, an adult person, shows up and is like,
Aren't you a little too old for
I
this?
got 3 rat tails for you, buddy. And he's like, get out of here.
hey, now that my copper. Come on. I got gnomes
I
to
do-
keep in good scotch, okay?
I do this for the kids.
Yeah, well, the kids lost at Rat Tail, so
Took
I'll be
money
damned if
from
I'm going to
children.
walk around with rat tails. Give me my copper.
Take them to the bank and exchange
I'm
them.
going to make a note of this.
The rat tail
Making a
guy?
note of rat tails.
Child Army. Payable in
In
rat
rat
tails.
And we have our connection to them.
It's true.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to head to the Strongbones Tavern to have some delicious beet stew.
Yes.
Okay.
How much is beet stew?
You get the idea that your money is no good here.
Yeah, but if my money was good here,
They won't even tell you the price. Like
What
they are
about
that
my money?
insistent.
Is my money good here?
Your money is absolutely good.
Nice.
The chairs here are adorable.
It's so. So the owner of this establishment is a halfling. His wife, who is the side owner, I guess they're co-owners,
yeah,
is a human.
Brian.
And so the two of them have a daughter, Alana, who is also, I guess, a halfling, that presents
quarterling.
as a halfling.
Quarterling.
A quarterling, which is actually slightly taller than a halfling for odd reasons.
Ah.
Um,
3/4 length.
a three-quarter
Girl,
length,
her
yeah.
papa someday.
And you enter and you smell a delicious, like earthy, beety stew.
This was a fantastic idea.
And you
already.
smell freshly baked bread and a barley mead, barley beer. I don't know, whatever
Zucker.
barley makes. Beer, wine, or mead, whatever. Probably not wine, but a barley beverage that has been tapped, and everyone seems to be excited and lively. Alana has left a seat open right next to her. And she looks up and she sees that there's 5 of you, and her eyes go wide, and she's like, and like the table's full, and she's just like,
Is there another table, Alana? It's not necessary.
I'm so embarrassed.
It's okay.
It's
I
not
said I
necessary
was
for us
coming.
all to
I'll
sit
stand.
together.
It's fine.
Wait, am I
You
not
should
invited?
Not stand.
Of course you're invited. I just didn't know you were coming. You didn't RSVP. I'm so sorry. I'm so embarrassed. We'll have to seat you at our family table. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine if it's fine with you.
Really, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they go. There's like I don't want to say like a chef's table because nothing here is that nice. But like there's like a table kind of like off the kitchen that is their family table, and she like sits you all down and brings you some food.
Would you say that when we're here, we're family?
Well,
You're not getting fettuccine.
well, Iona is no tour of Italy, sir.
Just wanted unlimited breadstick.
There's no breadsticks. There's rolls.
That's fine.
And you enjoy some beet stew. This Strongbones Tavern is widely regarded as having the best beet stew in all of Commonwealth. It's also the only place that frequently serves beet stew in Commonwealth. But it's good.
I asked her father to tell the bar the story of the last dragon battle, where 400 troops entered and 2 came out.
He kind of like looks to his daughter, like scowls a little bit.
You
He's
just
like,
got someone in trouble.
Oh,
I don't prefer to talk about that. I'm sorry.
no.
Oh.
I mean, I can't. I suppose I could, but it's a bit of a difficult subject for me.
Oh dear.
My father also fought in the wars.
Put that foot right in your mouth.
I forgot that it was a secret.
It's not a secret. It's just
It was
I lost a
war
lot
story.
of I lost a lot of good friends that day.
This is uncomfortable.
Don't worry about it. We
I'm
understand.
gonna go.
Wow, this is
She's not
delicious.
she's not from around here, and she sometimes forgets things.
None of us are from around here.
Yeah, that's true. Excellent stew,
There was dragons involved,
It can't
and
be
lots
beat.
of people
though.
went
But
off,
it is.
and then two returned, and
That's all I have to say about that.
the order is now responsible for our safety here in Commonwealth.
I'm gonna grab my cup of like barley wine mead and raise it and go here, and hopefully
You're here.
Yeah.
To peace and prosperity in the Commonwealth.
clink.
Everyone hears you say "Hear, hear" to peace and prosperity in Commonwealth, and there's a raucous cheer that goes about. Yep.
Situation averted.
This is good. This is a good job.
I will have a second bowl of beet stew.
Yeah.
Sure. Cool.
I'm on my like 5th bread roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Good. Are you guys gonna do anything else specifically at the Strongbones Tavern?
Hell no. There's no more to be done.
You've already ruined everyone's mood.
I mean,
I'll talk to the Strong Boneses and
was
ask
saying,
how they
we are
came upon
bards.
this establishment.
As everybody,
we could raise those spirits with songs and stuff.
I
like
know the
bards
perfect
do.
song from the other tavern.
Don't think that. Would be
Strongbones leans in. He says, "Well, we used to live in Daggerton, just north of the wastelands in Vol, and well, when the great battle happened about 10 years ago, there wasn't a whole lot left for us to enjoy in Daggerton. So we decided to make our way across the South Sea. We were given a bit of a war reparation from the handyman himself. He set us up with this tavern. So we came down and we brought our knowledge of beet stew with us, and here we are."
Can I roll history to know who the handyman is?
Mhm.
It's an 11.
Yeah, so the handyman is he is the owner of Hutchinson Trade Co. And by default, he is the owner, but does not have a direct hand in Hutchinson Trade expansion here in the Commonwealth in the Glass Shores. So he's a well-known merchant and carpenter, but he is most known because he's started essentially a pretty substantial trade empire. If things get shipped or traded among Vol or to the South Sea, he by and large has his hand in it. It is understood that he personally put in 1/3 of the initial investment for the colonies down here, specifically Commonwealth. And he has a knack for producing baubles for folks in need. By baubles, typically it's not very valuable, but he can produce gemstones for people who are down on their luck.
fancy.
His name is Ron Hutchinson, Ron the Handyman Hutchinson.
Ron the handyman Hutchinson.
That is his name.
Okay.
Yep.
Excellent. Okay.
Well, it's a fine tavern.
We think so. Suits us well enough.
You know, my father also fought in the war.
Did he?
I believe he's somewhere on the islands, but I haven't been able to find him.
He was a soldier.
He was a man-at-arms.
Well, there's a lot of displaced soldiers here on Commonwealth, particularly in the colonies. The Commonwealth itself is home to a lot of displaced children of noble families, second, third, and fourth borns that can't outlive the shadows of their siblings. There's not much to inherit when you're not the firstborn, so they came here instead. But out in the colonies, there's quite a few folks that fought in one way or another in the last Great War. It's a war that spanned most of the continent. So, if you don't mind me asking, what did your father do?
Well, he's a pig farmer by trade.
A pig farmer. Well, if he's smart, he's in Batten. That's where the best hogs are.
Oh, that's where we're headed.
Oh, that's fantastic. Perhaps you'll catch up with him then.
Hope so.
Third bowl of beet stew.
Sure.
I'm a little drunk and asleep in a corner.
There's no diminishing returns on the beet stew. It's always as good as it was the bowl before.
That's fine.
Anything else? It's Strongbones Tavern.
No.
Nope.
I want to ask him if he knows of any other cities to the south. Just what's out there besides Batten.
I mean, there's a couple of colonies. I can't really remember the names of them off the top of my head, son. Batten is of particular note because we get a lot of meat from there. But to the north, there's Pablum. That's where most folks go looking for work when they're hard on times. They can get hooked up with exploration expeditions and go with those groups and discover new lands and all of that glory and fame. But other than that, there's about five colonies spread out amongst the Commonwealth area.
Do you know the names of the 2 islands near Batten?
The islands aren't particularly named.
But they are settled.
Well, there's Batten, and then there's another island that's settled. But like I said, I can't remember the name of that colony. The third island, I wouldn't know which island you were talking about, to be honest. There's 1,000 islands within 60 miles of here, I suppose.
Fair enough.
What is your? I'm sorry. Your name again? Mr.
Strongbones.
Strongbones.
Milo Strongbones. Yes.
Strong name. You wouldn't happen to have rooms for rent here, would you?
Sure. Yeah, I suppose we could do that. My daughter says that you have arrangements already made, but if you are looking at, if you're
the Bard College.
Oh, I thought we went to the docks, but I thought the Bard College was like a trek.
well, it's probably would take an hour to walk
Oh.
or a half hour to walk,
All right,
but it's
whatever.
pouring. So if you wanted to,
Never
not get
mind
wet.
then. Oh, for sure.
Do you want to get an Uber or?
No, it's a,
So are you guys going to stay at the Tavern Bones Inn, or are you going to head back to the Bard's Tale through the rain? We'll find out next time
Oh my
on
God.
the Bard's Tale.
that's a pretty minor decision. Can't we just do it right now?
No.
All right.